more network problems, how to draw the network problems. Last class, I have given introduction and guidelines how to draw a network. So today we are going to see about the different problems. So here the activity B and C, draw a network is our question. The activity B and C follows activity A. So which means that, so we want to, A is a starting activity. So if we start an activity of A is an activity, so we can represent in the arrow mark. So A is a starting activity, B and C follows A. So activity B and activity C, both will follows activity A. So that is the meaning. So in this, if we draw the network, so A is a starting activity, B and C is the next activity. So B and C, so there is no duration is given in this problem. So we directly mark it. If A is a starting activity, B and C follow A. D follows B. So after B, D is the next activity. So after C, E follows C activity. So this is the E activity. So D and E follows the F activity. So this is the final network. So if we check this, so B and C follows activity A. Next is the D follows activity B, E follows activity C. So F is the final activity which precedes, means previous activity, D and E. So this is the final network. So now the one is missing, no numbering. So which is equal to 2, next is 3, 4, then 5 and 6. So this is the, we have a number the node. So this is problem. So we have draw the network for this given condition. So next is the draw the network. Here it is different from the previous problem. The set of actions is given. So for that, the predecessor is given. So if we draw the predecessor, we know predecessor is a previous activity, preceding activity. So if we draw the network, the activity A and also B both will have a no predecessor, which means that it is a starting activity. So A and B is a starting activity. Then C follows A. So C follows A. D follows B. So we can connect. We don't know the next condition I am telling. D follows B. If we see next condition, both C and D, after C and D, there is two activities there. So you see the predecessor of C and D, the activity for E and activity of F. So if drawing D itself, we can connect with that node which connects the C activity. So if E and F, both C and D completed, E and F will start. So if we start, this is E activity, and also this will be F activity. E and F activity. So next is the, with reference to, don't forget to put the homework. Then after E, G and after F, H. So it will be connected. So there is both, further there is no activity. Both will connect together with the one node. So after E, G, after F, H. So if we put the node numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as per the rules of the network construction, there is a one starting node event and one ending event. So, and also there is no simultaneous activity. So, as it is, whatever given condition of the predecessor, we do the network. So, we are going to see the next problem. So, this is also a condition based problem. So, here A and B is the starting activity. So, we can draw like this. They mentioned A and B are these, both are starting activities. So, simultaneously it will start. So, A is the one activity. So, A is the activity, B is the another, both are starting activity. Activity C and D follows A. Both C and D follows A. Okay, so both C and D. So, we can draw uh, D here and C also. C will come like this only. But you can see the next condition, the activities B and C seeds activity A. So B activity is there. If we connect C like this, both will be similar to the parallel activity. So if we connect like this, means C to D. So So the activity B and C precedes the activity A. Precedes B and C precedes E. So based on this condition, we are going to draw the C activity. So this will be the C activity. So then activity F and D. Activity F and D follows the both F and D follows F follows D. So which means that we have to draw the F activity, which should be like this, follows the D. F follows D, then activity B and C follows activity E. Now, there is another activity G cannot be begin until E and D is completed. So you can see the D is one parallel activity, E is an another side of the parallel activity. So both will not be able to connect. If we connect E with this node, that is D ending node, then the F condition won't be satisfied because F follows D only. So this condition won't be satisfied. So there is no other way because F will be start once completion of D. Then E is a separate activity. So the next condition G will be both E and D completed only, G will start. So there is no other way. Here we want to use the dummy activity. So dummy activity will be marked a dot line. So you can know the dummy conditions. So dummy condition will be only extreme necessary conditions only we are going to use the dummy. So here the condition is both D and E completed only the activity G can begin. So that G cannot be begin, E and D completed. So no other way we want to mark like this. This is the activity G. So this condition, once again, you can check it. So what are the conditions of this? So A and B is a starting activity. C and D follows A. So it is also finals. C and D follows A. Next is the B and C precedes E. So B and C precedes E. F follows activity D. G cannot be begin the then we can make the node number uh, in a succeeding order. We can make it. So here, okay. So G. So this is the complete network. So coming to the draw the network for the following condition. So A and B are the starting activity, same way. Here A and B again, A and B are the starting activity. So this is activity A and next is the activity B. So next arrow mark. So don't forget to put the arrow mark. So next is the C follows A. So C follows A. Then activity D will start. Both A and B is completed. So same way. There is no other way. Like a last problem. Both A and B completed. I will start the activity D. Both A and D completed, we will start the activity D. So next, then activity C and D must both be completed before start the E activity. So both will be finishing C and D, then E will start. So the arrow mark of the dummy will be this side. So I will draw the E activity.